talk about the Oura Ring, which I have been wearing since April. And now that it's the May, June, July, I've got 3 months to live with this product and am finally ready to give my honest opinion about health rings. So how did I get here? So as I mentioned before, my husband doesn't really like wearing his watch to sleep, which I understand. You know, wearing the watch, depending on what band you have, and I like to change my bands, but even this leather band is very comfortable. Wearing the watch to bed can be a little bit much for some people, so I understand the want and the need to have another way of primarily tracking your sleep, which is why he decided to go with the Oura Ring. Now, he knew about Samsung creating a health ring. He knew that, but we are not first gen tech people. It's just not what we do. As much as I would love to be that person who goes all in, buys technology the moment it comes out, I'm just not built that way. And I understand that first gen tech typically has a couple of bugs that hasn't been fixed and worked out. So I'm good with like second, third gen technology. Okay, third gen technology, not even second, because I just feel some kind of way about being a guinea pig. Now the Oura Ring has been around for a few years. I want to say like 10 or so. So they're not new to this game, in my opinion. It's just, things happen. And I know they're on their third generation of this ring because I've got a third gen ring. So there is that. My background in terms of health fitness trackers started out with the Fitbit. This basic pedometer stopped tracking my step, which is all a pedometer has to do, and I moved into smartwatches with the Samsung Gear S being the very first one. In terms of applications used, well, I was a marathon, half marathon runner, so I was using Runkeeper, I was using MyFitnessPal, I was using Samsung Health, all the things to track my runs. Now, at the end of the day, I am still very much into Samsung Health. I have gone all in. I don't even use MyFitnessPal. I don't even use Runkeeper. Anything in regards to my health is in Samsung Health at this point. And I wear my watch all the time. All the time. So for my husband to invest in this ring, I thought, okay, we're going to try it. Did I ever consider purchasing a ring? Honestly, yes and no. Yes, because it's technology, and I'm always up for trying new technology. No, because I just didn't really see what it would bring to the table that I already don't have. Like when I look at my Samsung Health app, it is giving me a great deal of information. Like just about everything I would ever want to know, which is exactly why I stopped using some of the other apps. I didn't need MyFitnessPal to track my food because that was now part of Samsung Health. I didn't need Runkeeper to track my runs because there was a running coach in Samsung Health on the watch, and then it was also in the app. There's over 100 exercises. It's checking steps. It's checking my stress, heart rate, like all of those things are in there. So then I thought, why would I ever need a ring? My husband's sole reason for getting the ring was for sleep. That is it. He needed it for sleep. Now, we did investigate a few other options. I looked at a couple of sleep options from Wittings, but what they offered really wasn't talking to me, or it just didn't work out with like our mattress and stuff. So I thought, okay, whatever. Do I believe I get really good readings from my watch? I do. I feel really good about those readings. So comparing the two together has been eye-opening. For the most part, truly, they are very much on point. They pretty much give me the exact same numbers day to day. So I feel pretty good about just wearing the watch if I ever get my ring, or vice versa. Like, I'm going to get my info no matter what, so that's great. Where they differ is with everything else, in my opinion. Because some of this, I don't know. I just assume Oura would be further along than they are. So let's talk about the insights, which are attached to a subscription. Now, here is the plus. The Oura Ring is FSA approved, which means if you have a flex spending account, you can use that money to buy yourself this beautiful little ring. So that's a great thing. It's tax-free. However, to get all of the details that you want about your health, you gotta pay a subscription, which is $72 a year at this point. And this is where it gets funny, because if I don't get the information that I need, do I need it? Now, they will give you some of the basics for free, and I want to say that your sleep pattern is one of the basics you get for free. Everything else you have to pay for, and no offense for where I am in my life, I don't need it. So looking at what they do on a daily basis, they look at your signs of recovery. There is your sleep, your resilience. If you're a woman, they're looking at your cycle insights. There is an activity score. There's a body clock. There you have your activity goal, your daytime stress, your heart rate, your heart health. Question does become, do you need it? Now, I am no longer a marathon, half marathon. I'm not even doing 15Ks, let alone 10Ks. I just don't do that anymore. I'm no longer in that part of my life. I'm kind of just living my life on the maintenance level, and I call it a day. What I found disappointing was when it came to the heart rate and the activities, it doesn't have that many in there. So like, you can record a workout and then you can record your workout heart rate. There are only five supported workouts: indoor cycling, indoor running, outdoor cycling, outdoor running, and walking. You're on your third generation of this ring, which means, in my opinion, you should be able to track the heart rate for over 100 activities at this point. Maybe I'm asking for too much, I don't know. But for me, it's ridiculous. I row on a consistent basis. I do Pilates on a consistent basis, and they are not in here. So I can't record the heart rate for the activities that I do. That part, I don't understand. So it's like, what's the point? The second thing is, when it comes to identifying workouts, for some reason, the ring believes that I am working out when I am in my car, driving. My watch never has that problem. Now, I don't know what activity it's confusing it with, but when I am driving, and we're talking road trips, so we're talking like 4 hours and some, why you believe I'm working out and not sitting still, I don't get it. There are just some things I expect, and it's not meeting it. So there is that. So where am I landing with the idea of needing a health ring, smart ring, call whatever you want? if you're that super active person who likes to get into all of the analytics, this may be great for you. I mean, it may be amazing. Do I like it for the sleep? I like it for the sleep. That's about as good as it gets for me. Do I go into here often on a daily basis and look at all of my insights? I do not, because I'm not that clicked in. The idea of readiness and getting enough rest, you know, I get it. I personally am not buying into it. If I'm tired, trust me, I know I'm tired. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and take what I gotta take and be done. I don't need a machine to tell me that. But it is cool to see if I toss and turn all night, if it matches. But again, I'm wearing a watch that tells me the exact same thing. And knowing that Samsung just came out with their own health ring, and there is no paywall. I know Oura says they don't have to worry, and truly they don't, because in order to use the Samsung Ring, you have to use a Samsung phone and the Samsung Health app. If you're not a Samsung user, then you're not in that environment, and so you're probably not gonna buy the ring. Whereas the Oura Ring can be used with anything. So they do have that. But that paywall, it adds up over time. $72 every year to get insights? Ugh. Not that they have to reinvent the wheel and rethink it. I'm just thinking you got to figure out something to give your people more. The basic that they do give, I'm sure for what you're doing, like for us, we just want it for sleep. When our membership is up for this 1 year, are we going to continue? We are not. I don't feel the need to pay for information that I don't use on a regular basis. I just don't see it. It's not where I am in my life, so it's not necessary. But I do like the ring. I mean, it's been convenient when I forget to put on the watch. A few times I forget to put it on at night. It does come in handy that I can still track my sleep somewhere. But that's about all I use it for. I don't use it for exercise because it doesn't know that I'm doing an exercise, and it currently still confuses all of my activities with working out. Like, it's just, I just figured it would be smarter than what it is. But this is what I have felt, or should say experienced in the last 3 months. So now you have to ask yourself, is it worth it for you? That's a good question. If you're currently a person who is using a smartwatch for your health insights and you're getting all those things free, I say stick with that. If you want to take it up a notch because you're doing a great deal and you want to get really deep into the nitty-gritty of your body, then perhaps Oura is best for you. Like I said, for me, the watch is doing what it's supposed to do, and this ring, well, once this year is up, it's just going to tell me that I went to sleep, and that's about it. And I'm okay with that.